interesting how we came about thinking about sound at the Cathedral. We were very interested in exploring ways of telling stories that weren't just text-based.
So we came up with the idea of a project called Sound and Silence in the Ecology of the Cathedral, so using sound as an integral part of understanding how the cathedral building works.
We really liked that idea of having all of these different types of silences and sounds and tracking that through the course of the building. That idea of if the walls had ears.
Soon here, and I wrote this script 2 years ago. So we're going to start this evening at the very beginning, a very good place to start, both in the history of the cathedral and with the first location used in Wolf Hall, which is the Chapter House. And it's just through these doors behind you.
I met somebody in the Chapter House at the time when a performance of a particular piece of music was going on, and I sat beside him, and he was visibly moved by the music, and afterwards he asked me could he have a form to give his feedback. I read what he wrote later, and he said he'd never been in a building like this before. He'd come with family who wanted to visit the building. He hadn't been particularly keen, and he was bowled over by the building, but a major part of that experience was hearing that music, and he then said, I want to go and hear more of that music. I want to feel that way again.
My perspective working on this project changed the way that the cathedral thought about working with other institutions and collaborating. I think it gave the cathedral the reassurance that it didn't need to have all of the answers on its own. It could bring in other people, recognising that if you work with other people on a project, it becomes easier and more fun.
The sorts of work I do and the interdisciplinary nature of the research I carry out always means that I'm collaborating with people who are specialists in other kinds of areas within the Middle Ages. But something of this nature where the project was conceived from the start with an external partner was new and really exciting.
It really did help us to think about what the soundscape of the day sounded like, and then I think one of the next points would have been to think about how we then wove the visitor experience into that, how we helped the visitor understand that soundscape and how we might then play with that soundscape to make the visitor feel more welcome.